Today I'm making one of my favorite dishes, pork and beans. Now here I bought some nice short spare ribs. I'm going to use these in my beans. So what I'm going to do after I take the membrane off, I drizzle some honey and about 3/4 cup of brown sugar over top. And I wrap them up nice and firm. Try not to rip the tin foil. And I put them in the oven for about 3 hours under low heat because I don't want this to burn. So about 250 for about 3 hours. Now I'm going to take these beans that I've soaked for about 12 hours and I'm going to boil them for about 5 minutes with about half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And the reason why I do this, it helps get all the toots out of the beans. So all that white foam you see coming up on top, that's all the gas being released from those beans. Now after I did this process, I'm now going to take them and rinse them off with water. And here I diced up about 2 medium-sized onions, or you can use 1 large onion. I use 2 medium-sized onions. And I'm just going to saute them. And here I got 6 slices of bacon here. I love putting bacon in my beans because it gives the beans a little bit of a bacon flavor. Now to make my brine for the beans, I use 3 tablespoons of mustard. And why is it? Every time I need to use the mustard, it's always empty. Half a cup of ketchup, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1.5 cups of brown sugar, half a cup of molasses, 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, roughly. So now I put the beans in this pot and I put about 4 cups of water in this, 4 to 5 cups of water, where the water is just over top of the beans. You don't want too little of water because it's going to end up burning, because the beans will still soak up water. Now I add my brine. Along with the sauteed onions and bacon. Now as you're cooking these beans, it's not a bad idea to check it every hour, just to make sure you still have plenty of fluid that is incorporating with the beans. Now after about 3 hours with these ribs in the oven at 250, I then cut them into bite-sized pieces. Some of the rib bones are actually just falling out of the meat. Now I add the ribs in the beans. Now when I cook these for this final cook, I cook them for about 2 to 3 hours at 350, and I check it every half an hour just to make sure that I have plenty of fluid.